so much for joining us on our revisiting series. I am so excited to show off this particular build.
Check this out.
All right, so now we're going to walk up on one of the pondless waterfalls we built about 4 years ago. And what I love about this is just how inviting it is. And it just makes you want to come and sit on this bench and be surrounded by the water. Another thing I love about this feature is these awesome stairs we put in. Just really widening out, welcoming as you make your way down. And it's a beautiful water feature because it's just projecting sound into this little amphitheater, and that sound's going everywhere towards the house. So if you crack the windows in the house, this sound's going to project really nicely. Another thing, this cedar tree is doing fantastic. One of the things we knew was because there was a water feature here before we even got started, we knew that this tree's root system was already used to having liner and things around it to have to grow around. So we knew that we could put in our water feature without stressing this tree. And it's so fun to come back 4 years later and see that the tree is really in a healthy spot. We've got some of my favorite boulders on this project as well, some really cool ones where we separated the water. I love how we were able to have two water features, basically one water feature, but still two. It was our idea, and so we have 3 pumps running on this system, and you can see how we really just filled this space with moving water. And what's so fun is this backdrop. These trees are like an artisan blend of trees themselves. This garden around the house is lush and looking great. We've got annuals, we've got walking paths, we've got reasons for you to want to walk around this water feature. And what I love about it too is it's just right here on the level where you can see you just want to open up these windows now, where I just open up those doors and I am vacationing. I am in my own personal paradise. Our whole theme of our channel is that water features are fun everywhere. They're fun for us to build, they're fun to own, and they're fun to sit and enjoy. And it's really fun for me today to come back and revisit these and see how they're loved and how people are enjoying them. So yeah, we love water features. We think they're fun. We think that you're gonna know that they're fun too. And as you're going back to these, our clients are saying how much fun they're having owning them. When this comes on at night, you know, it is one of my favorite features because these trees are so unique. When we have the lights bouncing off of them because that shimmering effect is on, it is such a paradise back here. If I haven't told you yet, I love my job. And this would be a spot where I would love to just come and start my morning. Check this out. What's up, everyone? Now we are in Bloomington, Minnesota, and I just love it because we're in a normal suburban backyard, and it doesn't feel like we're in a normal suburban backyard. This was a treat for us to be able to work on this project. Not only do they have a green thumb, and you can see they've just got a beautiful design eye. The way this is planted is there's always going to be something kind of blooming throughout the year. So they've got the green thumb. But the other thing we were so lucky with to be able to work on this project was the canvas. We have a hillside that was already here, and I feel like oftentimes the best work we do is when we get to dig into a hillside like we've done here. There are so many things I just love when we approach this, and it's looking softer with all the greenery growing in. They've got some of their own statues of making it their own. I love the dancing frogs on that nice flat rock. When we're putting in boulders like that, sometimes we're hoping that someone will do something like that where we put a nice flat rock in. It's a great spot for you to personalize it. Some of our clients use those spots for adding annuals, but I love it because it's a nice little decoration without blocking any of the view to the waterfall. And then they've got this beautiful bridge that was one of the main central things when we decided to build this, was we knew that this bridge was here in the first build. So this is actually a full redo where they had a pondless waterfall for many years, but it was built with the old style and the old techniques. We used to build these pondless waterfalls where we'd dig a huge hole, and then we would start filling in that hole with 6 to 12 inch boulders, making our way to 2 to 4 inch boulders, and then finally gravel. I'm really loving these pondless waterfalls, and this bridge is just so fun for me because it is such a fun spot to sit and look over your own waterfall, like you're standing at a park and you're walking through your own little private sanctuary, your own walking path, and then you get to this spot on the bridge, and it's just a really cool spot to sit and enjoy. And it's a great spot to take some family photos. I mean, if you were here with your family, you can have everyone just kind of in different spots. Grandma and grandpa could be right here, and they can have their family kind of all around them. So we love incorporating bridges. Everything about this project is just so beautiful to me. I think we have one of my favorite stones of all time here. It's a waterfall rock, and this one was Boulder Dan sent me a text message about 2 weeks before this came to us. It might even been a little bit before that. He said, "You got to see this rock, Nick. I found it. I put it aside for you. I thought of you right away." And man, does it give us this awesome water motion. So when you're looking at this waterfall, it's coming from the side of the house, and it's twisting and turning, and the boulders are forcing that water movement to turn around the boulders. And then we get to this, and you can see it created this really cool S pattern. One of the things I love about this pondless waterfall is all the views, like from inside the house. The chairs are all just looking right at this. So when you're sitting out here, you know this was built for you. Not only for you to sit here, but if you're doing the dishes, crack open the sliding glass door, all this sound is going to echo throughout the home. So it's got an ever-presence to it where you're enjoying it all the time. You don't even have to step outside to enjoy it. You just have to crack your windows, and this sound is going to just echo through the walls of your home. It's such an awesome compliment to come back and see it personalized, seeing plants getting it worked into it. And this was a challenging build for us because it is such a hillside. I mean, it's probably a 25-foot change of height from where we started getting boulders to where the waterfall starts. But now, 2-3 years later, it doesn't even look like we're here except for this awesome waterfall. I love it. It's so fun. It's so great to come back to these and see that they're well loved. People are enjoying it. And what a cool backdrop. One of the beautiful things with a pondless waterfall too is that you can turn it on and off however you like. You notice how clean this is? Well, that's because you can turn it off if it's starting to get dirty. Just turn it off. The sun will cook off all of the algae, any of the roots from taking hold on those boulders, and it ends up looking very clean, just like this one does. I love pondless waterfalls because they are so easy to maintain, care for, and they are just on autopilot of enjoyment. If this is something that you could see being in your backyard, if you have a blank slate, if you have a hillside where you can't get grass to grow, or if you have something where you just don't even want to mow it because it's dangerous, the perfect option is a pondless waterfall being incorporated into that hillside. We'll take that area that's dead and you're not wanting to look at it, the eyesore, and we'll transport it and transform it into the main showpiece of your yard that becomes the gathering spot, the reason to come outside. That's what we get to do for people. I love it. I'm Nick the Pond King with Pond King Water Gardens, where we create living works of art like this, 1 yard at a time. Check this out. So now we're back in Bloomington, and I just love this little pondless waterfall. I say little, but it has a gigantic impact. I mean, where I'm sitting to enjoy this from is the perfect spot. Just a comfortable outdoor cozy couch to just sit on and just listen to the sound of that running water. So tranquil and peaceful. One of the things I love about how our team built this waterfall is we really did a good job of telling a story. One of our goals as artists, water feature artists here in Minnesota, is to keep in mind how great the glaciers were to us. The glaciers left us tons of stone. And so what we try to do when we do our designs is we try to emulate Mother Nature. and we kind of try to make it look like an iceberg melted and left behind this mountainous stream, and all these rocks came tumbling down as the iceberg made its way through this area. I'm not kidding you guys. We have so much awesome and beautiful stones to look at from all over the globe because of those icebergs making their way through here in the ancient times. I think it's such a perfect setting because it goes right towards multiple entertainment areas as well as the kitchen there. So right when you open the door to come out, you're enjoying this water feature. Right when you pull into the driveway and you start coming around the garage, you're enjoying this water feature. So I really love it. I think the team did a great job with the boulders we picked, the way we used them. It really looks like a nice S motion. That's one of the things we really try and get ourselves a lot of, is that real natural turns and feels to it. I love that she's added some of her own decorations, made it her own. We've got a really beautiful driftwood there that's going across the stream, and I love how the water's coming out from underneath that. It's just so peaceful. You could just totally see yourself kicking your shoes off and just kind of kicking up your feet and just accidentally falling asleep. We are Pond King Water Gardens, where we create living works of art, 1 yard at a time.